What's going on, everybody? MetaQs, it's Radio here. Well, Microsoft actually did it. They took the original spice flavor of Altspace, bought it, rebuilt it into Microsoft Mesh, and here's a little preview of what it looks like and what we can expect in their new platform. Again, not easy to set up, so I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of how we're going to be setting this up, how it works, what you think about it, and as usual, is it a cool rebirth of Altspace 2.0. Let's check it out, but first, spin that logo. Okay, before we get into the setup, I do want to mention that Microsoft Mesh is for business use. That means you're going to need some licensing and some special setups on the Microsoft website and licensed products to be able to use this product. So let's move on. Okay, assuming you're familiar with Microsoft, you're going to go to login.microsoftonline.com and you're going to select your users, active users. In the active users, we're going to select our user account here and we're going to go in license and applications. Under license and applications, I have business premium. You can do standard, E1, E3. I don't believe basic works, but you can check. And also you want to make sure that you got Microsoft Teams premium introductory license as well to make this work. You want to go ahead and add those and save your settings. Next, we're going to head over to config.office.com/office settings. Once you go there on this menu, this is a 365 App Center. You're going to go to customization and you're going to do the policy management. Under policy management, as you can see, I already have one, but we're going to go ahead and create a new one, give it whatever name. We're just going to do here Mesh Experience. Once you hit next, Mesh Experience, you can put a description. You're going to hit next. Now on this one, it's going to be grayed out for me because I already have one, but you want to select the first one on there, which is going to policy config applies to all users. Then you're going to search up here for Mesh. You're going to select that one right there, which is the control access to Mesh experiences. You're going to enable that and you're going to hit apply. Again, I've already done that as well. And then we're going to go to next. Once you're going to do that, you also have saved. Mine just says update because I've already done that piece. And then we are going to move on to the next step. The next step is going to be configuring Microsoft Teams. So you're going to go to admin.teams.microsoft.com and you're going to go again on the left side and you're going to go under Teams and you're going to Teams update policies. You're going to edit the global policy. Now here you can choose any of the ones on for everybody, etc. I'm just telling it to user can opt in on that. And for that, Microsoft control is fine. That's what you want to do on that one. You're going to apply the settings. I've already done that on mine. And then you're going to, once it's done, then you can go on to the next step. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to head over to the Mesh website. And then the Mesh website, what we're going to do here is now we are going to download Microsoft Mesh for desktop. Now again, I know it's for Windows so far. I have not seen it for Mac. So we're going to open the Microsoft Store. Once you open the Microsoft Store, then you're going to go ahead and let the application install. And we're going on to the next step, which is signing in. Now again, remember, because we are using a business account, you will be using a Microsoft 365 business account to sign in. All the steps that you're taking allows you to be able to use this on your desktop and on your Oculus. So feel free to download and get that as well. Now we are showing you some of the events. As you remember, Altspace used to have events and worlds. Well, we're looking at events, and I'm going to also show you my quick avatar profiles. You can see I can customize it. Same thing that we used to do in Altspace back in the day. I can go through all the features, which does look a little bit different in Altspace, trying to enhance the avatars right there. But going back to the original setup, we are going to the dashboard, which is going to take us in a second to the events that need to be created via a desktop PC and to worlds. So as you can see right now, I've got 2 test events that I have available, but there's a link here. And once you click that link, you will be able to edit more events, which will be taking you on the next run in a minute as well. Here's our dashboard right there. Small settings, help, feedback, etc. Nothing major. Again, we are going to be moving forward into creating an event, so then we can establish an interconnection. Right now, these events are expired, so obviously we can't get into those right now, but we will be creating a new one in a second. Also, you can invite co-hosts and others and send emails via Teams as well. Okay, so now comes the fun part, which is going to portal.mesh.microsoft.com. And when you hit that link there on your desktop application, it will take you to this page here. This is where you can create events, and then you can give it a name. Like, let's just give it something silly, right? It's Saturday night party. You know, let's hang out at a party. You know, the Altspace wannabe. We'll call it Altspace wannabe. We'll give it a time and date. You can select that. You put a description, whatever you want. Just like the old Altspace days where you could create an event. There is a space here to do worlds. I'll walk you through a brief on that as well. But right now we're going to do a quick event. This event could be shared via email, text, whatever you want it to, as long as anybody has a PC they can access it. But again, they do need a business account. Room capacity is only up to 16 at the moment. You try to put it any more and it's not going to move any forward. And then you can do multi-room configuration if you have multi-rooms as well. So now we're going to continue this process on the next one. Also, as I mentioned, we do have events, environments, and worlds, which will move forward. Now, I would suggest just start with an environment. The template requires you to upload some things via Unity. So your basic one, just start with a standard basic environment. And this is Microsoft's template they're giving you. Think of it like campfire, right? This one's called All Hands. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to hit next. You can add co-organizers on there, which I already am on there, and attendees. You can add those as well. And you can go ahead and create the event. Now, once the event is created and ready to go, you can click the top right that says join, or you can go back to the application where we were. On the right hand side, you'll see the refresh button. Give it 1 second and go ahead and refresh it, and you will now see our amazing application that we're going to be going into right now and join the party. So again, once you join in here, it will tell you a little about the event. You're going to go ahead and hit connect, and we are now in the actual application. Now you're going to get a little quick wizard dashboard letting you know how to maneuver. This is maneuvering via my desktop app, so I just wanted to kind of show you that. In the beginning of the video, we did show it via Oculus, and yes, you can go to Oculus and download the app in the experimental tools. Make sure that you are doing the full mesh, but you're not downloading the one that depreciated. The depreciated one is not being used, it's the new one. So as you can see, we can still move around in here pretty decently. It's a pretty little space. There is more. You can add screens like you used to in Altspace, and you can have friends join you. Again, business account's going to require you to use Teams, or make sure that everybody does have the application, but they will require the business license for people to collaborate in these worlds. This is early beta, so it's not giving us a lot of information. It's just basically a participants dashboard, a few little things. You can turn the camera on yourself, so you can do that as well. Take a picture, take a video, and then you can also switch the camera to take a picture of the landscape as well. A few little collaboration tools, again, nothing major, which I'm looking forward to, video and everything else. And here is our emoticons that you can do just like we used to before in Altspace as well. So that really is it. Hopefully, if it's worth your time, test it out. If not, you're not going to be missing much until it moves forward. But again, you're spending what, $20, $25 total after adding all the licenses. Not really sure if it's worth it, but let me know. See you on the next one. Subscribe. MetaQ's out.